We got critters. Critters amongst us. Them darn old critters. Okay, so let's count how many adversaries organic gardening has. You got little pesty poos. You got critters. And you got chemtrails. Critters. It's hotter than a witch's you know what. It's hotter than a witch's you know what. So I'm gonna walk out here and see if you notice something other than my corn being eaten by critters. And upon further inspection lately, it's not just affecting my pumpkins, it's affecting everything. The aerosol spraying, aka chemtrails. Yep, the pumpkins are gone. Yeah, this side they all just started dying off. And the critters, I gotta start picking some of that corn that's ready. But I have managed to save this side, but as you notice, and I tried washing that off, there's no washing that off. But I've got two big pumpkins. I got two big pumpkins going on. And I just turned them. I'm so worried about breaking them off because, I mean, they are pretty big. Don't want to hurt them yet. They're not ready to come off. But yeah, the one over here, it's dead. Dead, it died. Yeah. See, it's MIA, missing in action. And then, okay, after a good spraying, see what it did to this plant? That's why I'm saying this is bigger than pumpkins. I mean, everything's just and it's not because I haven't watered. Okay, whatever, this plant did not like it, and it started, you know, and it's doing all kinds of funky things to these live forevers over here. Blackout. See all this yellow stuff here? That's the aluminum. Well, it's, you know, that's what my theory is, the aluminum and everything else that's sent down, landing on the plants, killing everything. So, yeah. And I've got I got one here going to another one, so hopefully. There we go. So, and then there's another one starting right there. Yeah, I just went ahead and pulled that, and there was two pumpkins on it, and no, they were not ready. And I got them in the back. It was an eyesore right there because it looked that bad, and I just thought, you're out of here, because all you're doing is making me unhappy. These broke. The dill broke and the cilantro's starting to break. Whether I've got enough time for that, I don't know. If we have an Indian summer, they say we are, but you know, it seems to be that they haven't been very good at predicting what's going on in my neck of the woods. They'll say, oh, it's not going to rain, it'll rain. And then they'll say, it's supposed to rain, and it doesn't rain. But I'm going to show you. I'm thinking about just tearing out these sugar pumpkins too, because there's only one on all this mess. There's only one. Well, a lot of them start and then they just get mushy and, you know, die. But one started here, and I mean, it's so tiny. But usually I have, you know, things have been kind of bad, you know, the last couple of years, but you could still produce things in, you know, a good quantity for the plot I'm using. But my sugar pumpkins last year, I got at least 10 good-sized sugar pumpkins, and I haven't gotten one to go yet. I got 2 big boys out there, and maybe possibly a third. My eggplant I had to prop up. It was getting way too heavy. Well, eggplant parmesan. I hear eggplant parmesan. I'm gonna give it a good vinegar and baking soda bath. Maybe that'll help a little, getting that crap off. You know, I don't do bug spray. I try to, you know, do all this right, organic, healthy for me, healthy for the earth. And then they're doing this spraying crap. And then the bugs this year. These Japanese beetles are just insane. I mean, they just devour whole freaking rows of stuff. The organic farmer outside doesn't have a good chance with the chemtrails added in on it. Yeah, this chemtrail shit, that, my folks, is chemtrail damage. But at least my cucumbers are not yellow anymore. I didn't eat any of those. I threw all those out. Yes, indeedy do, I did. So I'm not, you know, I'm breathing it. I get it, you know, but I don't need to force, you know, subject myself into eating it too. But I've gotten quite a few zucchinis. They're up in the refrigerator right now. I got this really good zucchini casserole recipe that I'm going to use it for. It's if you don't like zucchini, every person I said I don't like zucchini. I'll say, I bet you I can get you to eat your zucchini. No, you can't. And I make this casserole, and they love to eat zucchini that way. But the ones inside are big. This is just starting. And I got another round of green beans to pick. I've already had one big good sized bag of green beans, and they were good. And as you can see, I've gotten all of the green cabbage heads out of here now, and it's just the babies, and I'm doing some transplanting, moving them about for the fall garden get up. That's why I put those seeds down. Yeah, and I got those heads inside, and I'm going to be making some sauerkraut with it. And so the purple cabbage seems to be a slower grower than the green cabbage. And this broccoli cauliflower thing, I don't think I'll ever do it again, because I don't know what I'm doing. For one, I think the plants are too close together. From what I've read up on and heard, apparently broccoli hates heat. I mean, it's real finicky. It has to be like some impossible thing for here where I live. It's just not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, because they don't like it too hot, but they don't like it too cold. I'm just gonna let it go. I might get some like tips in the end, enough for one meal there. Anyway, here's what was on the vine that I tore. tore down. It's my shadow getting in the way. Yeah, and I was thinking I could still, if they're still able to, I got to get them out of the sun. I was trying to get them to turn a little bit more orange. So a couple days there, and then I could use them for jack-o'-lanterns. Or I was thinking of cutting open, and if there's any mature seeds, drying them, and maybe, because plants are resilient, and Mother Nature, you know, does weird things for, you know, everything wants to live. So maybe getting dosed with all those chemtrails that'll build an immune system, those seeds will, and the next generation won't be so inclined. I don't know. Maybe that's just wishful thinking. But it could work. You know, I don't know. Anyhow, we're gonna go inside and I'm gonna show you how to make Thai pepper sauce. Yes, indeedy do. I've already roasted the garlic and roasted the Thai peppers. I wanted to show you the sunflowers that are almost touching the side. Look at the one that bloomed first, how top heavy that one is. It's just leaning over like, oh my god. But yeah, they're almost touching the side. Now this is the first bloom. He's sad. Yeah, hopefully those pumpkins aren't too tempting for someone walking by, like a kid. I mean, well, you know, they've pulled Indian grass, they've pulled flowers. I just hope, because all this work, I want to at least get a couple. They're getting pretty big though. And yeah, there's the black beans, and I've been calling this acorn squash, and it's not. It's spaghetti squash. Yeah. I think I've been calling it acorn squash for, well, ever since I started talking and planted it, but no, it's spaghetti squash. And I'm going to be doing some fermenting because I finally found some wide neck canning jars. I was looking for them for, you know, like a week or two, going into places looking for, all they had was regular mouse canning jars. Stopped looking, going to my local grocery to pick up a few things, and there's a big stand of wide mouth. Seek and ye shall find. In we go. It's a blackout. Okay, what you're gonna want to do to make Thai pepper sauce, you know, I really need to put my hair up. And there's my cabbage from my garden. Oh, that light. Oh, yeah, I got one of my grow lights on. Yeah, that's bright, right? Apparently, it only cost like cents to run. It's so bright, it's blinding, isn't it? But that's where I am enjoying the extra counter space. But I'm gonna have to give it up to growing plants, but it sure has been nice. But you can't even, it's so bright you can't even see the real, see, look. I have to, this is the cabbage from the garden. I'm going to make homemade sauerkraut. I got a bunch more in this bag. But, okay, you need fish sauce for this hot sauce. A lime, cilantro, and this. Some people are going to frown when I tell you what it is, but it's for preservative. I'm not just putting it in for to make it taste better, flavor like the Chinese. It's for preserving. You don't put that much in it, but it makes tomatoes go rancid really fast in the refrigerator, and this, you know, gives it a lot longer shelf life. And when I go to the trouble of making something like this, I want it to last a little long. It's the only preservative I put in it. Mishka, what are you doing? Move. Okay, so you roast your Thai peppers, and that's what these look like. But I used fresh, and I roasted them in the oven. But I'm drying these for planting purposes, and of course you can grind them up, and you know, dry in soup or something. Okay, I don't know how you open that door again, girl. She's pretty smart. She's a smart one. Okay, and so you roast your peppers and your garlic. You want to put a little bit of oil on your garlic. And okay, these tomatoes were from my garden. And there was a lot of tomatoes, a lot of tomatoes. But you cook it down so far to almost a paste. But to give you an idea of how many tomatoes were in that pot to start, this big bowl here was plumb full and was overflowing. And it has now, and you do this very low and slow. You can't rush this. There's no rush in this. But you get it to this consistency here. Yes, that's what you want. Okay, now here are my Thai peppers that I roasted. And you just gotta bang, 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 bang it after you roast them. And let me try to find what it looks like. Get over here. You want kind of that black, you know, like when you take a pepper and you roast it over a fire, you want that char on there a little bit, but you also want the actual color. To be honest, I kind of went a little over, not too much where the peppers were ruined, but normally I don't take it quite this dark. You know, it happens sometimes. I was out watering, giving things to drink, and it got away from me for a minute. But it's not all lost. I mean, this is perfect. It's going to be awesome. And my hands were off. People are probably going, oh my God. My hands are used to this pepper thing. I mean, I wouldn't advise anybody handling their peppers. Actually, my hands were kind of heated earlier when I picked a ton of jalapenos and banana peppers. And I gave some to my neighbor. And I'm going to make a can of pickles because I got enough for that. Because I got these, like I said, I finally got the wide mouth so that I can use these burper things that I ordered. And you put this down in there and it keeps everything submerged. And it burps it for you so you don't have to keep going, you know, if you forget, you know, things can go, you know, south. And that allows you to just kind of put it in a dark, cool place and forget about it. And so I'm going to put some of my, okay, I'm going to do a thing of, right, there's enough cabbage there to do quite a few cans of sauerkraut. And then I'm going to ferment some of my char, and I'm going to make a jar of pickles and ferment some of those banana peppers. And I got all kinds of things I got going. But the main reason I wanted, I told you in another video, someday I would tell you how to make Thai chili pepper sauce. So, yeah. I don't, so after you get this all chopped up, you add your tomatoes, and you squeeze out your garlic. Squeeze out your garlic into here. I'll do it into here for right now. I'll show you. It comes right off of the skin. It's like that. See that? And you throw the skins away. Because you're going to crush, you're going to keep on bashing all the garlic, all of the tomato sauce is going to be in here. Then you're going to add all this cilantro and a whole lime. Squeeze a whole lime in there. And this fish sauce, it's what makes the dish. It really is. And actually, this is going to act as kind of a fermenting preservative too. I say the more the merrier, but there can be too much fish sauce in there. But let me try to guess about how many tablespoons I probably put into it. I probably put 4 heaping tablespoons of that in there, maybe even 5. And then just a tablespoon of this MSG for preserving. But yeah, I'm so excited to start growing indoors. I have all kinds of ideas of what I'm going to do. Actually, I've been getting them from other people on their YouTube channels. I mean, people are just so creative and amazing. It's, I don't understand why humanity's in just such, a state of shit. It doesn't make any sense, does it? With all the bright, creative, loving people that are here. Just takes a few, whats to just ruin the whole freaking party. Critters.